My name's Gary Leeman. I'll be 68 years old August 9th. I'm the child of a military family. My dad was in the Air Force for 24 years. I graduated from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo with a degree in animal husbandry. I was going to be a veterinarian. As you can see, I am not a veterinarian. I do have stuffed animals. I was in the animal sector and got into the construction sector, and then from contractor got into the millwork business, and here we are today. I was a residential contractor, building houses and stuff. I wasn't used to commercial type of work. When we first got started, the biggest part of our work was running trim, standing and running trim, base, crown moldings, and things like that. I had to learn, all I had was residential subcontractors working for me, and my employee base came from that sector. So we had to learn how to do commercial work because it's metal studs, not wood studs. You don't nail it the same way. So it was a learning experience. And then we had we started doing our own countertops, building our own cabinets and stuff. And like I said, we started out in 3,000 square feet. I was working out of my cousin's office, and the general contractor would say, well, let me come visit your shop. I said, oh, no, don't worry, I'll come to you. Because the first job we signed was Swift, Curry, McGee & Hers down in the Atlanta, which was a 3-floor attorney office for $250,000. And they wanted to see what we were operating out of. And I said, no, let me come to you, because it would have scared them to death. You know, we were a nice facade. But we grew from the facade, and the first building we went to and rented from 3,000 square foot was 10,000 square foot. Then we went from 10,000 square foot to a 45,000 square foot building, which I ended up buying. And then we grew from there to 120, and then we built this 350,000 square foot building 18 years ago. And it's just been, you know, God's blessed, and we've continued to grow. I do what I do. People say they do what they do for them. I don't do what I do for me. I do what I do for basically my wife, my daughters, my son, and my grandchildren. And the associates that work here. I know I get a little emotional, but that's important to me. My daddy, you know, God rest his soul, taught all his boys to be hard workers. And basically, hard work will pay off. It'll be fruitful. To get this business started, I sacrificed a lot. I worked a lot of hours. I brought things home at night. But it's been a good life, and thank God for it. We came up with our core values approximately 3 years ago in a meeting we had with a consultant firm that would help us to establish things, because this is all new to us. But we knew we needed better direction on where we were going in order to grow the company. Now with the younger generation, we've got, you know, FRP systems and computer systems for accounting and everything else, and I'm old school. You know, if I had money left over after the job, we were okay. So I'm learning those type of things, and we had a consultant firm come in and help us develop those things. And it was what things are important to you as a family and as a business that you want to show your clients and your customers. And those were all evolved out of numerous meetings of that we all agreed upon, and we thought would give the core values of what we wanted to show to our clientele base and what we wanted the people here to exhibit also. My leadership team, how we selected those is they basically had to have the core values. Seth, who's married to Kristen, my second daughter, basically I was getting ready to sell the business. I mean, I didn't think anybody was interested. He came to me and he said, you've worked hard for this. If you're willing, I'd like to come in and learn it and take it over. And he earned his position on what he's doing here, and he's done a good job. Kristen was an HR manager for a hospital firm. She graduated from Auburn University, did well. She's kind of like me, she likes to work. And she runs our HR department. My older daughter, Sarah, she has been here since she graduated from Auburn with a entrepreneurial family businessship. And she's, as you know, she controls you. She's running our marketing, but not only that, since the beginning, Sarah has pitched in anywhere she's needed to pitch in and done what she's needed to do. I have another son-in-law, John, who's married to my youngest daughter. He's basically running our installation process, working under Casey, who's on our leadership team. The family's slowly but surely running me out, except they still let me be here for a while longer. I have a lot of employees. Like I said, we've been in business now going on 34 years. I have some employees that have been out there with me for 34 years. So we didn't have all these core values in place, but every one of those older employees show those core values. My philosophy is I'm nothing without them. The reason I have what I have and have accomplished what I've accomplished is because I've had the support of the office staff and the support of the associates in the shop. Without everybody as a team, you achieve nothing. If I'm going to have a client, I need to watch out for his dollars, and he needs to make sure he's not trying to beat me down to the lowest price. I want them to think that basically if they do business with us, it's a partnership. I don't believe that it's us against them or them against us. I believe that a partnership should exist between the client and the manufacturer, that we're doing the best we can in order to get his product out to him on time at a reasonable price, and he's paying his bills and working with us. So I always believe in a partnership. If it's not a partnership, if it's not a win-win situation, nobody wins. So as we're growing, as you know, in November of last year, we acquired a metal shop. That metal shop, better to buy it than to rent it. Seth basically has set up and established things up at the metal shop in order to keep it running. Both facilities are doing extremely well right now. We just added $1 million worth of new equipment up at the metal shop in Dalton. So with the Dalton facility and this facility, we are 550,000 square feet under roof now. The clients, I want them to know that they can count on us to deliver their product in a timely manner, that they're getting a quality product, not junk, and that we are always going to continue to look for cost savings for them as we're building their product. And I never look for a client that's a one-time gig. I want a long-term relationship. One of our clients, which is Charter Communication, they own Spectrum, but they've been our client for over 7 years now. And we get 3-year contracts, renew every year with them. We're their sole millwork provider. And that's the type of clientele that we want to keep. I think there's room for growth. I mean, what I've stepped back and I'm doing now, why, Seth and them are running more of the operation, I concentrate more on the health of the company. It's important that the company stays healthy. We're a debt-free company. We don't operate off bank money. We operate off company resources. I don't overextend us to the point that we're going to get in trouble. So I've been there before. When I've been in trouble, I've learned I don't want to be there again. So we don't look at overselling. We don't look at becoming in debt to a bank at all. We try to do what we can do with the cash that we have on hands. But I honestly feel where we're going on the continual level that we could probably double in size by next year with the new facility we bought and basically do it debt-free. This is business. This is the work part of it. But I enjoy coming into work. I enjoy seeing what my family has grasped and is basically trying to grow and expand and move on. I enjoy seeing the associates in the shop when they've built products and stuff and getting them out the door. It's a sense of accomplishment knowing that you're manufacturing something that's going out into the public place that people are seeing and using and selling by. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And what it's allowed me to do is to do a lot of things that probably I would never have been able to accomplish on my own.